Alongside Jesse Sampson, I'm Austin Price for the S&P Stock Report. Vanderbilt week season finale coming up Saturday at 4 o'clock. Stock up for you this week.
How can it not be Jarrett Garantano? I mean, the way the quarterback has bounced back, responded, benched after Florida, buried after Alabama. Most folks thought, he had one foot in the transfer portal. Comes back as kind of the sixth man in some of these wins. Kentucky, UAB, South Carolina. But for, Saturday was kind of the culmination of what Tennessee fans have hoped they'd see from him and for a couple seasons. His career performance, 415 yards, was just magical on third down. 40% of those yards came on third down. 10 completions, over 20. Definitely got a lot of help from receivers making tough catches, big plays. But JG was on the money when he needed to be. And now he's looking to build on that. Beat Vanderbilt, something he hasn't done yet. And then kind of, potentially, you called it a couple weeks ago saying, hey, I think this guy may be coming back next season. You asked him on Saturday night, and he hinted pretty strongly that's his likely choice heading into the 2020 year.
Stock up for me, Tennessee's senior class. I mean, when you look at, this resurgence in the second half of the season, it's led by Nigel Warrior, Darrell Taylor, Daniel Batuli, Marquez Callaway, Jawan Jennings. I mean, so many of these key seniors, there's only such a small group, only 13, but so many of these guys have played really, really well and been huge in Tennessee's victories, against Mississippi State. Even a guy like Tyler Bird, there's another one, against Mississippi State, South Carolina, Kentucky, Missouri, and then potentially Saturday against Vanderbilt. It's hard not to go this senior class. They've had a really nice mark to the end of their tenure here on Rocky Top. Stock down for you.
Stock down, I'm going to go with Tennessee special teams. There was several, obviously Saturday's win came despite a bunch of sloppiness, both penalties, clock management, but it was really bad on special teams. Brent Samaglia, who's been really good all season, had 2 kicks blocked, both of them low. Tennessee's splits were bad on that first block as well. The punting wasn't great either. Tennessee hadn't really gotten anything out of the return game all season anyways, but just, Jeremy Pruitt was pretty disappointed with that third area of his football team because that has been a unit that's been pretty strong most of the rest of the season.
Stock down for me, Vanderbilt's chances Saturday. I thought, a week ago if Tennessee lost to Missouri, things would get tight the way things ended last year. I mean, Tennessee's a better team than Vanderbilt, but, all the pressure's on Tennessee. There's no pressure on Tennessee now. So in my mind, Vanderbilt's chances went falling through the basement floor. I think Tennessee's going to play really well Saturday, and Vanderbilt's kind of playing terrible football. And I will lend itself to the fact that I just think Tennessee gets back on the winning side of the ledger in this series.
Two teams trending differently.
Yeah,
opposite directions.
2 ships passing in the night, and Tennessee again is sailing into blue skies and the blue waters, and Vanderbilt's anchoring down in a hurricane. So that's where I'll go with stock down. Stock stagnant. Well, Tennessee's bowl chances.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of,
they're not bowl destination.
Yeah, speaking of going to blue water, is Tennessee going to be heading down to sunny Florida? I mean, if they win on Saturday, you have to really like Tennessee's chances to play in the Tax Slayer Bowl without going into all the complications of how the bowl matchups work. Because the SEC has several teams in contention for that New Year's Six bowl game, because the Tax Slayer Bowl recently had Kentucky and Texas A&M, 2 teams that Tennessee's kind of in that similar spot with. You got to like Tennessee's chances to go back to Jacksonville, where they were just several years ago, the last time they made it to a bowl game after the 2015 season.
Yep, that's right. That's a look at the stock ups, the stock downs, and the stock stagnants on the regular season finale of the S&P Stock Report for this 2019 year.